Steps down, backwards, steps back. Whenever you're ready.
Again,
Get a little bit tight, get a little bit speed.
So thank you so much. So of course, the crazy thing that means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully I'm well.
Then rinse squat steps, on right leg, left leg, step these squats, back off, steps until you go to the deck. Really quite loud, hands,
Hi, Lauren. Awesome. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a quick intro of the show first, then we'll bring you on right after that, if that's okay. How are you doing? No kidding. You want me to intro it live on camera? Might make it easier. Let's do it. Welcome in, everybody. We are here live for our marquee matchup of this tournament, Wales against England in the Under-18 Four Nations Tournament 2022. Before we get underway, first, thank you all for joining us here on the BBL Player. We are so excited for this final game of the day. I'm joined now by head coach Lauren Milligan for the England squad. Coach, you just mentioned to me this is your first year here with England. Is this your first game with England against Wales?
Yeah, it is. It's my first game and I can feel the atmosphere. It feels cool in here. The nerves are kicking in a bit, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm super excited that I'm here, yeah.
Now, obviously, the excitement's high amongst both teams. Your squad as well. 2 wins today for you guys. 2 wins throughout the tournament. You're looking for your third here today. Where will you guys win this game?
Well, we're looking to start off well today. Yesterday we started off a bit slow, so we want to come out more aggressive, be more physical. Like, I know the girls have it in them. We'll blame that we had 2 games yesterday, so that we're going to come out quicker today and just, be more physical. That's what I want to see from them.
Yeah. Now, I know this is a highly emotional day for everybody here. This is a big rivalry, and this is a big game to end this tournament. How are you keeping the emotions on the right level for your team?
Well, we haven't really bigged it up. Like I said, they're just happy to be here, honestly. COVID's been a massive strain on this team, so every game we just take that we're just happy to be here and all back being together.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to hype it up too much. We just want to get going and just play the game of basketball in front of us.
Fair enough. Well, Coach, good luck today. Good luck in this game against Wales.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Hey, thank you, Coach. Good luck. Well, joining us now in just a moment will be the head coach for the women's side today, Azef Smalley. Azef, come on in. Thank you for joining me here.
No problem. How are you?
Life's good. How's this tournament been for you guys?
Oh, it's been absolutely incredible. The atmosphere, obviously getting 2 wins is great, but yeah, this is fantastic here.
This is the primetime game of the tournament. Whoever wins this is basically winning the tournament here.
That is true, that is true.
You guys can feel the pressure, I'm imagining.
Yeah, definitely, but I think like how we've progressed throughout the tournament, the girls are ready. Also, a lot of the girls on the England team are, teams we face on a weekly basis, so it's nothing new for us, but again, just sticking to our game plan.
Now, you'll stick to the game plan today. What will that game plan be as you try to come out on top?
I think just making sure that we're composed in offense. So we've seen that a lot of teams like to full court press us. So just making sure we take care of the ball, and then when we get into our half court, we're composed, looking for our best look.
Now, who are you looking to offensively to shoulder the load today? It's been spread around in a couple of games. Karis Roy, obviously, big impact in the first game, more mixed in the second. Are you looking to funnel the offense through one player, or what are you looking for today as the coach?
I think you obviously have the likes of Izzy and Karis who are star players and can produce points for us, but the bench have shown that they can contribute to that, because Izzy Bunyan was in foul trouble in the first game, so she had to sit for quite a lot, but it's great to see people coming on, showing confidence and getting us those points we need.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck in this game today against England.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Coach. Well, thank you, everybody. We are here about 7 minutes away from the opening tip. We're going to have the national anthems here to come in just a moment. First, give us a few seconds. We'll go back to the commentary booth, and we'll take you through a preview for this upcoming match. Welcome back into the commentary booth, everybody. Both teams are going to head to the bench. We're just about ready for the starting lineups. Before we get there, I'm Atticus Peed. Joining me today is Kaz Bullock and Cardiff Met head coach and Wales international James Daw. James, thank you for joining us today.
It's great to be here.
I know we're excited for this game. This is a Welsh-English rivalry game. First, as the teams come out onto the floor, let's go through the lineups and starting five for both squads. Kaz, take us through the England squad.
Starting for England, we have Olivia Forster, Natalie Charity, Katie Janishevska, Louisa Gibbons, Fatima Jane. And on the bench we have number 4, Charlie Rowe, number 7, Saruna Gutsa, number 8, Tunyase Salou, number 10, Josephine Voliotis, number 11, Katie Cox, number 14, Leia Edwards, and number 15, Clementina Odom.
A deep roster for England today, plenty of players. And we'll go over to the Welsh side now. Starting for Wales today at number 5, Olivia Forster, captain for today. Number 6, Natalie Charity next to her. Wrong side, England, my fault. Starting for Wales, number 4, Anna Lane. Number 6, Emma Bailey next to her. Number 7, Daisy Porter. Number 10, Issy Bunyan. And 16, Harris Roy on the bench. Number 2, Rosie Porter. 5, Lucy Stradley. 8, Maisie Harry. At number 11, Kate Davis. Number 12, Neva Hughes. 15 is Fumi Onawaye. And number 25, Abby Morris. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Tip-off is moments away live here on the BBL Players today. First, though, we'll take you down to the court audio for the national anthems of both our squads today.
First, the national anthem of England, and then the national anthem of Wales.
Emotional national anthems for both sides. Both squads will go shake hands here, and you can just get chills with this atmosphere, guys. This is going to be an incredible game. James, what are you most looking forward to for this game tonight?
I mean, obviously I'm a little bit biased being part of the Welsh contingent, but I'm certainly looking forward to seeing them compete, having won their first 2 games. You know, England are going to obviously be a real tough matchup for them, but given what they've done the last 2 days, I don't see why it can't be a real competitive match and maybe get the win.
This is effectively a tournament final, everybody. We don't have actual finals after the group stage in this one. Every nation plays each other once. Wales have beaten Ireland and Scotland. England have beaten Ireland and Scotland. So both teams undefeated heading into this matchup today. Kaz, what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking forward to a really competitive game of basketball. We've just had one in the game before, England men and Wales men. I think we're going to see a very similar thing in this game as well. Both teams match up really well from a fan standpoint. I think they play a different style of play, but I think that's going to match up really well and lead to a very exciting game.
Well, this is going to be a fun one. Regardless of which side you support, we got plenty of representation here along the bench. James for our Welsh side here, and Kaz for the English. I'm American, so no partiality for me. Guys, we've just seen England, like you mentioned. England have just defeated Wales in the men's game. England kept it close throughout. Wales were close, fighting back at the end, but then England pulled away late. Are we expecting to see some of the same today? James, I know this is going to be an emotional game for this women's squad as well, trying to avenge that loss that the men had earlier. How confident are you that they can keep their emotions in check and do this on their home court today?
Yeah, I'm very confident. I think they've got every opportunity to do that. I think with the men, like, they really did put up a great fight, and incredible to keep it close to that long. To give England credit, they moved the ball really well. They stayed confident with their shooting. I don't think they shot the ball particularly well in the first half, but when they started knocking shots down in the second half, it became very, very difficult for Wales. And obviously they've got that athleticism and that pressure on defense, you know, and it's just an uphill battle to get clean looks. I don't know whether we'll see the same difference in athleticism between these two teams. I think that may be slightly more balanced for this women's game. But yeah, it's definitely all to play for.
Minute 10 away from the opening tip-off. Kaz, as we look ahead to the squads here, we've gone through the starting rosters. Who are you looking to on the England side to take control of this game for England?
I think you really want to pay close attention to Liv Forster. She had 20 points in the last game, hit 6 threes, which was huge for England. She can go off from 3 when she needs to, but also in addition to Liv, you've got Charlie Rowe playing for the Manchester Mystics in Division 2. She is able to, she loves a 3-point shot, but she also loves a good drive to the basket. And Charlie Rowe has some of the best footwork I've seen in a young player, and she's going to want to drive to the basket. Although you've got Caris Roy on the other end, who's going to want to stop Charlie Rowe getting to the basket. So that is going to be an interesting dynamic.
Anytime you can bring a player like Charlie Rowe off the bench, that's some impressive depth. Now, James, I know you've taught a lot with Caris Roy this season. She's part of the Archers basketball program that you're a part of as well. What are you looking forward to from her tonight, as she's going to need to lock down the paint against England today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she's just got to keep doing what she's been doing. She's cleaning up on the boards so far. I think she's averaging maybe 19 for the 2 games so far, which is a ridiculous statistic, really. So for me, it's stay out of foul trouble, box out, keep getting rebounds. You know, she's been doing a lot of work on her post game and kind of developing her passing. So hopefully we can see a bit of that tonight. But yeah, for me, it's defensive rebounds would be a fantastic effort from her.
Well, we're all set for the opening tip-off here. Starting 5 coming out onto the floor. They'll high-five each other before the start of things. This is the primetime marquee matchup of this tournament, the final game of this tournament. Thank you to everyone who's helped make this a possibility. Cardiff Metropolitan University for hosting this, and the BBL, British Basketball League, for hosting this event on their BBL player. We're just about ready for the opening tip-off now. Fatmata Jane will go up against Caris Roy here for the opening tip. 40 minutes left of basketball in this under-18 Four Nations tournament, and it's up and back, and it bounces around. Wales have it. They'll start off with the ball through captain Emma Bailey here. Bailey at the top of the arc, kicks it to the side. Porter drives inside. Daisy Porter going up, opposite end. Issy Bunyan coming around. Porter back, she's open. Kicks it back. Roy trying to go up inside. She's stuffed, and they keep hold of it. 4 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Wales to get a shot up. Bailey air ball. And Gianni will take us to the opposite end.
And Jana has been really, really big for England inside. She's had a fantastic performance in the post. Had a really big scoring game. In the first game, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, but also 5 steals. So Jana is going to be a key part of the team today, as long as she can stay out of foul trouble.
Well, Liv Forster launches up her first 3 of the game. That's a miss, but like you've heard Kaz say in the pregame, you're going to see a lot more of that. That's what she's done all tournament long. Wales will need to be at their best defensively to shut that down. Roy inside, collects the pass, lays it up and in off the glass. Great start for Caris Roy, James. I like what I see from her so far. Drive inside and back. Forster loses it. She'll go back once more. Charity inside, Charity in and out. Bunyan is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Wales basketball. So 2-0, Wales on top after the first 63 seconds. Daisy Porter driving the ball up again. Running floater, lays it in off the glass. Nobody stepped to her, she got it in easily. James, I like what I see from Wales offensively, you?
Yeah, I mean, to to be honest, I've been really impressed with both Porter and Bailey the whole tournament. You know, they've penetrated really well. Daisy Porter had some great and-ones yesterday, some tough finishes through contact. I just really like what Bailey's brought to the point, you know, not just in terms of skills, but just in terms of attitude. She's picking people up, she's making the extra pass, she's high-fiving people, and I think that's important.
That's why she's the captain today. Daisy Porter going up strong, hitting the face on the way up. 2 free throws to come from Daisy Porter. Already got 2 on the board and looking for more. Averaging 16 per game in this tournament so far. Daisy Porter a part of that Oakland's Wolves WBBL side. Wales off to a great start here, just like the Welsh men were in the last game. And they've now got a 5-0 lead here.
Yeah, and she makes that look so easy, but finding that little gap and making the correct contact on the bump before you go up and finish is really quite a skill, and she's made it look easy for the last couple of days.
Porter's second free throw up and off the iron, but they won't mind too much. Offensive rebound here. Bailey, 3, 2 short. Johnny with the second rebound for her. Opposite end, drives inside, tries to beat the entire Welsh team. Doesn't fall, but she'll go to the free throw line for 2.
And Janae, probably the player on England that matches up with Caris Roy the best. She's got the height, 6'1", and she's a very powerful player inside.
Janae coming from that Barking Abbey London Lions program, averaging 71% free throw shooting in the EABL this season. She's got that one to knock down. Averages 23 points a game, though, in that EABL. Just a dominant player. Second free throw. Welsh fans can't put her off. She'll knock it down. It's 5-2. Driving forward, stolen away. Januszewska. She's going to take it inside. Januszewska one-on-one with Bunyan. Bunyan with the block. And it's tapped away. Caris Roy recovers it, though. Porter. Daisy Porter. Inside, out. And it's stolen away once again. Liv Forster. Opposite end. She'll hand it off. Charity, she's going to take a spot up 3. No. Caris Roy, another big rebound. Bunyan hands it off to Anna Lane now. Roy, far side, Bailey. 12 to go. Bailey, step back 3. Got it in off the glass. I didn't think that was going in, guys.
No, that was way too high, but backed it in. And England need to be careful of that. They need to get out and close that down. They will be concentrating a lot inside, but they also need to be aware of the three-point shot.
At the top again, Liv Forster. Whoa, from way downtown. Doesn't matter, knocks it in. I wasn't expecting that one, James.
Hey, Liv Forster will do that all day long.
Yeah, it's certainly got the English fans going, and you can tell, you know, we've got the headphones on here, but, you know, compared to yesterday, it's much more difficult to hear what's going on, even with you two on the microphone. The atmosphere's really going off here.
That's exactly what we want from this tournament final. Knocked out of bounds, Wales basketball. Welsh fans putting up plenty of noise. They're filling up most of this arena here. It's now 8-5. Wales on top by 3, looking to build here. First up of the game for both squads. Anna Lane comes off for Rosie Porter here. Bailey, quick inbound, Bunyan, found the space, got it in.
I really like that inbound they're running. I feel like it's given them a couple of decent looks, you know, real freebies. Just kind of catching defense unawares with that kind of weird screen way as he runs around.
Really important possession there for Wales. They come away with the rebound here as well. They've got some bit of a run here that they can keep going down into the paint. Porter drives inside, 1-on-2, takes the step, and they got a travel called there.
I feel like we're seeing almost a mirror of the game that we've just watched before.
Yep.
England shooting the 3, not going inside as much as we expect. And, you know, Wales getting out to a quick lead.
Well, Charlie Rowe coming into the game for England. Now, one thing with Issy Bunyan that we have seen this season, James, Issy Bunyan's been a bit of a hot and cold shooter. To be expected, she's a young player, but when she gets going, she really gets going.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, we've seen across the season she's capable of filling up the stat sheet because she's got that size and mobility. She's a big guard, so, you know, she can score, yes, but she can also find passes. You know, we've seen her get plenty of boards, you know, with the blocks and the steals. Not a lot of players can kind of do that across the stat sheet like that.
No.
So she's pretty unique in that way.
Shooting 42% from the floor in the WNBL, 31% from 3, 14 points per game to go with 6 rebounds and a league-leading 3 blocks per game. Already got one here. Forster, 3. Another one drops. Kaz, you told us what was going to happen.
I told you, it's what Liv Forster does. She does it all day long in the WNBL in Division 1 for Ipswich.
Janishevska now going inside. Ingrid, and a foot on the line as Janet caught the pass out of bounds. So turnover, Wales basketball. 10-7, Wales still on top by 3 in this explosive first quarter.
That's unlucky for Janet as well.
She had a great look, just couldn't keep her feet inside the line. And Daisy Porter now will calmly bring this up for Wales. Plenty of time to run any set they want. Paint wide open. Porter taking advantage, going inside, going to the free throw line. She has blocked fouls like that all tournament and does it once again.
Yeah, Porter looks very confident going one-on-one. You know, she's also capable of, if the help comes, kicking it to the corner. So England probably got to switch onto that a little bit.
Porter causing problems here early, does miss that free throw, but she's such a big part of that Oakland's Wolves side in the WBBL. 20 minutes per game for them. Averages about 7 points per game to go along with a couple of rebounds, but also plays for the WEABL side for Oakland's college and plays through all of their program. Really big part of what they'll be in the future. Knocks down the second free throw. 11-8. England down by 3. Looking to tie things up here. Toss inside. Stabbed away. Opposite end we go. Rosie Porter. Emma Bailey inside. Handoff. Roy going up strong. And throws it off the rim. No. She'll try it again. Going up against Leia Edwards there. And a foul call on Edwards inside. England disappointed by it. But Karis Roy back to the free throw line.
Yeah, I love the way she stayed after it there. You know, she could let that go out of bounds, but gets the ball back, makes another strong move, gets rewarded.
Karis Roy has taken 20 free throws in this game. They're actually going to change, throughout this tournament rather, they're actually going to change the call to be a foul on the baseline. I don't know, guys, that looked like a shooting foul to me.
Yeah, I can't explain that one, I'm afraid.
Well, Wales still have possession of the ball here. Out on the perimeter, Bailey, step back three. Too short. Edwards grabs the board. Edwards, opposite end, hands it back. Wide open, Charlie Rowe, 3. In and out. Leia Edwards, another big rebound. Liv Forster once again. Hands it back. Edwards driving inside against Karis Roy. One-on-one here, almost stolen away. Up and under. Beats her in the interior.
Oh, that was an amazing move from Edwards. And Edwards, in the last game we saw her 15 points, 16 rebounds. She's been having a fantastic season in Sierra Canyon in the States. Won a state championship. She is a player with a really, really bright future for England.
Just a great start here to this game. I mean, it's 11-10. Wales on top by 1. James, tons of energy here so far. What do you think Wales will be talking about in this timeout? Are they happy with where they're at? Where will they go from here?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. So early in the game, it's maybe hard to guess what they're talking about at this point. For me, I would like to see them, get out on the break and take those early chances. I like Porter going to the hoop, but probably need to find some slightly more consistent actions. So, you know, are we getting our pass screen away, pass cart? Can we get into the pick and roll, maybe create something a little bit cleaner? Where are you going to find those consistent shots, you know, throughout the game? You need to kind of get into that rhythm as soon as possible, I think.
Well, they're trying to get in the rhythm on the Welsh end, but Kaz, England had some rhythm going for them. They've started to get it going, but it hasn't happened just yet. Again, just like the first game between the England and Wales men's squads. What are you looking for them to do out of this timeout now?
Yeah, I think they need to really start to crash the boards. They're getting out rebounded 10-3 at the moment. It has been a long time since this team have played. It's been over 24 hours since they played.
Timeout, Wales 11, England 10.
We'll go with it.
I've lost the time. First game of the day for them, it's late in the day. Maybe going to take a little bit of time to get warmed up, but I think coming out of that timeout, the adjustment needs to be, let's get some rebounds.
Starting with the possession here, Wales from the baseline, Issy Bunyan to inbound it. Wales coming back with that same lineup out of the timeout. England, a similar one. But for the first time today, they've got Saruna Gupta on the floor. Daisy Porter driving inside, doing the same thing again. She's fouled once more. Goes down hard this time. Hopefully she's all right. She will be, and 2 free throws to come there. James, you mentioned it earlier. Daisy Porter causing all kinds of problems with her movement inside the paint. England can't stop this right now.
Yeah, she's just so good at drawing that contact and still managing to get a shot off. I think if it's working, stay with it.
She is part of that Welsh Big Three. Daisy Porter, Issy Bunyan, Karis Roy. You see them all packed around the paint right now. They're the three big players of this under-18 squad. Karis Roy grabs the offensive board. Back to Izzy Bunyan, mid-range 2. Up and off. Roy, another big offensive rebound. Back to Rosie Porter. Porter, handoff. Roy. Back to Daisy Porter at the top. Bunyan fakes from 3, 7 to go. She's got the time. Step back shot. Airballs it out. You probably had enough time for something different there, guys.
Yeah, shot clock running down. Still got 4 seconds left. Maybe just swing it around a little bit more. A couple of extra passes. You can get maybe a little bit of a cleaner look.
Charlie Rowe now on it. 11 to 10. Wales lead by 1 here in the first quarter. Rowe inside, back. Gudza back again. Charity drives inside, one-on-one, hand off, it's up, and it's in! 2-and-1 for Saruna Gudza. Impressive play and a great drive and dump to get that 2 down, Kaz.
Yeah, that's a fantastic play. And Gudza, one of the players that's been making a real impact, maybe without having like huge numbers. She's been a real credit to the team. Just again, a bit like Sudeen on the men's team, just tapping that ball away, just getting in the way and being able to cause some turnovers.
It's a good comparison. She and Jason Sudeen are just absolute pests defensively. She does miss the free throw, though, but an offensive board anyway for Jenny. Jenny opposite side. Leia Edwards open, not going to take it. Charity inside, beats 1. Kick to the far side. Wide open, Rowe, 3. Got it! England now on the top, 15-11. Deep pass to Rosie Porter. Oh, and she missed it. Her sister Daisy couldn't find the pass, and it's out of bounds. Momentum starting to shift here for England, James.
Yeah, it just feels like defensively Wales are a little bit maybe too concerned about getting out to the shots early on and giving up the drive. And then obviously once you give up the drive, it's very, very hard to close out on the weak side when the kick comes. I think England have hit a couple threes, but from a defensive standpoint, I think we really need to think about containing first and just making it difficult, because as soon as you get blown by, that scramble is incredibly difficult to recover from.
And you saw how successful England were when they got the offensive board and get the shot out to Charlie Rowe for 3.
Wales did well to force this out-of-bounds play here. Roy driving inside, stabbed away by Bunyan. Oh, and then it's lost once again. Turnover here. Charity wide open 3 for England. Up and off. Gudza, another offensive board. She'll flip it back. Rowe, another 3. England are knocking them down right now. 18 points on the board for the English side. Bailey almost loses it. This time she does. Roy collects it.
Now, Charlie Rowe and Liv Forster used to play on the same Manchester Mystics team last year. You can see they have a very similar style of play. They love that open 3. And they're a very dangerous duo to stop.
Dangerous is the right word for it. 18 points already for England on the board. Looking for more. Rowe, deep 2. Too long. And Wales finally, no, still out of bounds. Wales just cannot collect things defensively. They'll make a substitution to try to do that. Maisie Harry will come on for Emma Bailey. Maisie Harry had about 9 rebounds in their first game for Wales. And they need to tighten things up defensively. James, I know you just mentioned that a moment ago, but now with Karis Roy off the floor, you're going to try something different here with Fumi Oduwaye coming in now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't play Karis all game, but you do feel like when she's out that you do lose that presence. Hopefully Fumi can replace it to some degree. But yeah, really important now the other players lock in. Everyone's boxing out, getting rebounds. Otherwise it's going to be real tough.
Didn't do it there. They didn't do it again. Januszewska, another offensive board. Charity calls for a play. 8 to go. Dying to dump it inside. Misses Leia Edwards, opposite end. Izzy Bunyan pulls it back. Rosie Porter flip inside. Oduwaye wide open. Fumi Oduwaye off the rim and out.
England got very lucky on that play.
Trying to get lucky with some more points here. Charity inside, spins around, beats 2, flips it back. Gudza top. Januszewska drives. Going up strong. No foul call. Oduwaye stuffs it. And what's the call? We got a kicked ball. It's going to be England basketball. Well.
Is that off Wales?
Should be England basketball. Yeah, it will be. So England basketball out along the baseline here. They should have a shot clock reset as well. They will get that. So Wales need to keep the basketball off of England right now as they're down. England driving, kicking back out. Mid-range 2. Up and off. Another offensive rebound goes right into Rowe's hands. Charity, far side. And they're going to have to move it back here. Can't do it. Wales pressuring well defensively. Still 8 seconds left to go for England, though. Taking their time to find what they want.
Yeah, credit to England, really going after the rebounds, really heaping the pressure on, continuing to drive hard, find the extra passes.
They drive hard there, and they can't get it to drop. Harry with the big board. Daisy Porter on the opposite end. She's got 2 defenders behind her. She can go inside once more. She will. 1 against 3, and she's fouled on the way up. Again, Daisy Porter to the free throw line for the 7th and 8th trips for her coming up.
Yeah, she's keeping Wales alive here a little bit.
Coming out of that timeout, England had 4 rebounds. They've now got 14. So they've done a brilliant job in the last few minutes of being able to plug that gap, get the rebounds, and we can see what it's done. It's taken them ahead.
Exactly what you called as they went into the timeout, to be fair.
Got some great analysts on our board today for commentary to close this game out. Daisy Porter knocks down the first free throw, 18-12. Wales down by 6. Bottom couple of minutes with some change left in the first quarter. Home crowd goes nice and quiet for Porter. Nice little jump on the free throw. She's got it to drop. So 18-13. And a substitution here. Daisy Porter comes off. Emma Bailey, the captain, comes back onto the floor.
That's 2 really big free throws for Wales there.
2 great free throws, like you said, and they're starting to get momentum back for Wales now. Rowe. Drive. Fakes the kick. Oh, man. Throws the defense. Laid it up and in. Izzy Bunyan now will take us down for Wales once more. 7-point disadvantage. Takes a step back 3. Oh, come on! Does the 3 to fall, and 1 more to come.
That's huge. That's a huge shot.
That's a big-time play.
Not often you see that, but Izzy Bunyan with a clean stroke. Hit on the hand after going to the line for 1 more. That's exactly the momentum shift Wales needed right now here at home. Bunyan here at the free throw line, shooting about 70% on the season in the WBBL and NBL. Just returned from the 3v3 Commonwealth qualifiers with Wales. James, I know you were there as well. Tough day for Wales. Obviously, you guys lost both your games along with the women's squad, but a great representation of the Welsh talent and what's to look forward to in the future, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think the 3v3 game has so much potential for Wales. I think the smaller squad actually favours the players that we have in some ways. Because often we go to tournaments and maybe we're not as deep as the other teams through 12 players, but through 4 or the 6 that might be in the squad, it's definitely can keep us more competitive. In terms of 3v3, fantastic opportunity and really enjoyable experience. As always, though, we'd like to have come away with maybe the win against Ireland. But yeah, Scotland, to be fair, had a great team, and all credit to them for qualifying.
Well, those wins will come for the future. Lots of great talent we see on the court here today. 3 free throws. Speaking of 3v3, 3 free throws to come here for England. Liv Forster was fouled on that 3-point shot by Wales once again. Knocks down the second as well. 1 more to come. This is a good start for Wales, Kaz. I like this 20. They've got a 4-point lead right now over Wales.
Yeah, and Forster's been huge in that as well, hitting those big threes. And if she's able to convert all 3 free throws, which she does, that's going to edge England out a little bit further.
She's already on 9 points as Liv Forster, number 5 for England, the captain today. Right up close here against Maisie Harry, but the inbound goes to Izzy Bunyan. She'll take it up the court. Katie Januszewska guarding her. Januszewska, one of the best defenders on the England squad. And her assignment on Izzy Bunyan here. Roy, top of the arc. 12 to go. Maisie Harry thinks about it, not going to do it. Roy driving, loses it, taps it back. Bunyan, 7 to go. Driving kick. Roy inside, wide open, easy layup.
That's too easy for Roy.
Timeout England, Wales 19.
Timeout called by England here. England on top, 23-17. Wales keeping things close, but England have the 6-point lead as we go into this timeout break, guys. What do you like that you see on the court from England out there so far?
I think the energy they're playing with and the pace they're playing with is really impressive. They're knocking down their threes like they're wanting to. Forster and Roy have been fantastic outside, and I think we're maybe going to see a little bit of a change, maybe to see Janae and Edwards driving inside when Roy isn't in the game.
Now, James, obviously Wales down by 6, but this has not been, I think, the worst quarter for them. They're keeping things close. They've still got a chance to come back, and this game's not out of reach for them, not by a long shot.
No, not at all. You know, they've ridden out a little bit of a bad spell. Like say, England shooting the ball well, feeling confident when they're getting those rebounds and kickouts. That gives your shooters more confidence and get more opportunity. So given that, I think they've done okay to ride that spell out. I'd like to see more of Izzy and Karas working together potentially. We saw in that last play there, you know, they've got that chemistry because they played together to find an easy layup for Karas. I think we're going to need to see more of that throughout the rest of the game to stay competitive.
They'll be looking for that Archer connection. This is the home floor for Karas Roy and Issy Bunyan. Both play for the Cardiff Met Archers here. That massive logo in the middle of the court here. England to take us up the court. Minute 33 left to go in the first quarter. Cox hands it off to Rowe. Rowe driving inside, beats two defenders, trying to flip it over to Odom. And Wales come away with it. Bunyan on the run, going to sprint into the paint, hesitates, and she's going to go right into the defender. Defensive foul called here. Great work there from Issy Bunyan to draw it.
I don't think she quite had her feet set on that one.
So Liv Forster will come off the court now. That's her second foul, so she's already in some foul trouble. That's the last thing you want if you're England. She's your leading scorer with 9 points right now.
Yeah, and good decision just to sub her out for a while because you don't want her to pick up that quick third foul.
Not at all. So Issy Bunyan knocks down that free throw. James, Issy, she had some foul problems in the first game, but she's not come off the court in this one. I don't think we're going to see her come off the court much today, are we?
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. I think it's absolutely key that she stays out of foul trouble. I think that's probably a big concern for the coaches because, you know, she is going to get after it defensively. She is going to try and tip shots. You want her to do those things, right? You want to generate steals. You want block shots. But, you know, if you get into foul trouble early like she did in, I believe it was the Ireland game, you know, that can then put pressure on the rotation. So really important that doesn't happen today.
You saw an example of what James said right there. Issy could have reached in and fouled. Could have Issy Bunyan, but she pulled it back and didn't collect the foul. The points do go in for England. And on the opposite end, knocking down a three for Wales. Lucy Stradley. First point of the game for her. Driving again is Charity. Charity flipping it back, looking for Yanushevska. Stolen away by Issy Bunyan. And Wales will reset things once again. 25-24, 36 seconds left. Wales down by one. Porter inside, trying to flip it up, and she's fouled hard by Katie Cox here.
And England just need to slow things down a little bit, not pick up these quick fouls. We saw them do that towards the end of the game against Ireland yesterday, and you hope that's something that they're going to learn from a little bit.
Rosie Porter here going to the free throw line. She and her sister Daisy are part of that Oakland's Wolves WBBL squad. Had a tough season as part of the team so far, but the playing time they're giving to these two young players really important for their future development. And Porter shooting 50% from the free throw line on the season for the team. And misses the first. That means she's guaranteed to hit the second, right, guys?
Yeah, definitely.
James, I don't think you've commentated with me throughout this tournament yet, but I've got a problem with cursing players. Let's see if it holds true here. It does.
So well, me and Reese worked out the reverse commentator's curse, and we were saying the opposite of what we wanted to happen, and it seemed to work.
Air ball three on the opposite end from Katie Yanushevska. Wales now will take this up the court. 20 seconds left. Shot and game clock just about the same.
Quite a quick shot from England there. They had that time to run the clock down. Don't really want to leave Wales with the last shot, especially one like that.
Especially with some movement like that. Karas Roy pumping up the crowd. England going to have time. One more shot. 3 seconds to go. Deep one. Air ball. And it's going to drop out of bounds and down to the Charity as we head into the break at the end of the first. Wales on top. 26-25 over England. Wow. That was an intense first quarter. We've already seen 51 points on the board, guys. We're going to see plenty more offensively based on this first quarter.
Yeah, a really, really high-scoring first quarter. Really exciting. You know, we've got threes dropping. Charlie Rowe, Liv Forster doing a great job for England. And, you know, Bailey as well for Wales. I think England just need to slow things down a little bit. They're playing a bit faster than they need to. You know, they can swing the ball around, take the time, take a shot. They don't need to rush. They've been in control, you know, early on in this game. And they've come back. Wales have come back, but yeah, England just need to slow things down a little bit.
England had a 10-point run on Wales here in that first quarter. Wales were down by 7 at one point, but they managed to come back really well and take the lead here off that crazy snake shot there from Karas Roy. James, going into the second quarter, Wales, in order to stay on top of things, obviously that momentum needs to stay with them. What do they do here coming out of this break?
I mean, for me, based on the fact it's quite high scoring and that England found it quite easy to get open shots in early drives. I would probably be speaking mainly about defense. I think if you get the defensive end spot on now for the next few minutes, offense will probably take care of itself. That being said, I stand by what I said before. You need to get your best players involved. You need that link up between Izzy and Karis, we've just seen again. You need the other players chipping in here and there where they can. And of course, you're going to get Porter back on the court sooner or later to hopefully continue penetrating.
Plenty of talent on both sides here. You saw Karis Roy after that bucket at the end of the first quarter pumping up the crowd. Both teams and players, plenty of excitement here for this game. England will start us off here in the start of the second quarter. 30 minutes left to go in this final game of the Four Nations tournament. Natalie Charity will inbound this ball. She's got Charlie Rowe next to her. Rowe will push off of Lucy Stradling and take the ball away. On the far side, Salou hands it off. Januszewska at the top, drive. And she's going to go up there. Nowhere close. And it's off. It looks like it's off Maisie Harry's hands, out of bounds. And it will be England basketball. 8 seconds left on the shot clock for England here. Charity inbounds it. Charlie Rowe drives. Going up with the left hand. Doesn't fall. Fighting for the rebound. England eventually get it back, but it's out of bounds. Odom had her hand on it when it was out of bounds, so Wales basketball here.
And seeing Odom come into the game, she comes back out of the game. I was going to say it's quite a good matchup for Karis Roy as at 6'3", Odom matches up with her height-wise.
Issy Bunyan now leading the way for Wales. Has not come off the court once. Bunyan drives, sends it over to Roy. Wide open, lays it up and in.
Issy Bunyan, Karis Roy, pick and roll, working to perfection. Wales 28.
Going to the opposite end once more. Charity gets it over. Januszewska at the top. Leia Edwards now. Edwards looking to make an impact here, dribbling back and forth. Deep two. Too short. Looks like it's going to fall out of bounds. Januszewska with the save. Edwards another chance. She'll hand it back. Charity open at the three-point line. It's too long. Another offensive board. Januszewska causing all kinds of problems. It's rolling around now on the floor. Wales sort of have their hands on it. Jump ball finally. But James, that's too many offensive rebounds for England right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting after those boards, and it's been a bit of a theme for Wales throughout the tournament. They've struggled. The guys struggled against Scotland a little bit and earlier against England, and you just have to try and get a body on people. Credit to both teams there, though. You can see what it means to them. Everybody's hustling. Is people diving on the floor for the loose balls, so you just got to keep on fighting and try and reduce the offensive rebounding for the opposition.
No question about the commitment from both sides here today. This is effectively a tournament final. You can feel that energy here on the court right now. Bunyan on the handoff, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. At the top with Maisie Harry. Harry's going to take a deep three, well behind the line. It's off. Leia Edwards with the board. Edwards driving up and around. Goes up over Karis Roy. We got a foul off the ball. Offensive foul there. That one is going to be on Tumisi Salou for England.
Yeah, Maisie Harry doing a good effort there to fight position on the box out, and the call went her way.
Making up for that missed three, I'm guessing. Kaz, this full court press from England. We haven't seen them use this all tournament. They've used it to great effect, though, when it's been there. How much will this set Wales off right now?
I was going to say they were using this quite heavily in the Ireland game that we saw, and look, you get a result straight away from that.
Knocked up and around, though. Issy Bunyan will call it a block steal. Who knows? Good steal there from her. She's got options either side or can drive. Kicks it over to Karis Roy. Harry at the top. We are back to Issy Bunyan once again. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Porter in and around. Going inside. Triple team comes. Driving again is Rosie Porter. Trying to flip it down to Harry. 3 to go. Bunyan's going to have to shoot this one. She'll take the running three. No. Opposite end we go. Natalie Charity hands it off here. Jane, 2 points for her so far. Januszewska on it again. 4 rebounds. Deep three from Charlie Rowe. Up and out. Bunyan, she's got somebody on the run. Rosie Porter inside. Porter in and out.
And that was a great job from Charlie Rowe there, not committing the foul, putting enough pressure on to force a bad shot.
Rowe with it again. Rolls around and beats the entire Welsh team, driving to the inside.
England doing a great job just to keep penetrating, keep looking for those easy scores. You know, defense switched off for a second. And England are getting to the hoop.
They're going to try to get to the hoop one more time here. Rowe hands it off. Charity's going to pull up and airball it.
Maybe see just a little fatigue for these teams creeping in here. There's not been a out of bounds or a timeout for a while here. We're going up and down, and you know, it is the last day of several back-to-back games for these guys.
Inside goes Karasroy again, looking to punish Leia Edwards there, and she does, up and under. 30-27, Wales on top by 3 here in the second. Charity fakes around. Harry checks back to her well. Edwards open from 3. She'll drive inside instead, loses it. Going back, opposite side. Charity up, inside, no. Roy, big rebound.
I said it yesterday, but these Archers Arena rims can be pretty tough. If you don't get that layup exactly how you want it, it bobbles out.
It's been a big part of every game in this tournament. Those easy layups not dropping. Porter inside, splits the entire team. Oh, she's fouled on the way up. It's going to count. 2 and 1 more to come. Daisy Porter on fire inside the paint right now. Free throw line once again for her.
She's doing an amazing job of drawing that foul and getting to the line. How many times has she done that today?
She will go to the free throw line for shots 9 and 10. That doesn't include the number of times where she's actually made that shot. It's an incredible performance from her. She's doing the same thing every time she goes up the floor, James.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even at half time to have shot 10 free throws is a great effort.
Does miss that one, though. Missy Bunyan gets it back to Daisy Porter. Wales won't complain if they can score on this one. Leia inside, beats 1 defender, beats 2, and then misses the easy banker there. Jane with the board, but it's stolen away. Great pressure there from Lane. Lane misses the shot. Those are 2 chances, just couldn't finish it, and we've got... Is that a technical foul? We've got a technical foul. I have no idea what it's for, but it's on Fatmata Jane. So 1 shot plus possession to come for Wales here. Did you guys hear anything?
No, I didn't know.
No, I think she was upset with... maybe she thought she was fouled after the rebound on the baseline. I couldn't hear exactly what happened.
Well, technical foul called, so Archer basketball, they're going to have... Wales basketball, rather. I say that because it's running to the free throw line.
I think it'll go back to England here. On a technical... the last couple of years, they changed the rules, so on a technical, you get possession back. You kind of play from wherever it was.
So there we go. James is right. This will be England basketball here. They will substitute. Jane's actually not. She's back on the floor here. Just went off for a quick conversation with her head coach, Lauren Milligan. So England basketball now. Januszewska at the three-point arc. The drive inside once more. Pull up 2. No. Bunyan, good rebound. Bunyan, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Hands it off. About to have a 4th here. If this one goes down from Anna Lane, no. Out of bounds. Wales basketball still putting the pressure on right now. Our Wales, 32-27, 5-point lead.
And you can see England are struggling inside now to get those rebounds when you've got Bunyan and Roy. Roy's going out of the game, but when you've got Bunyan on the floor, because she's just able to dominate inside so well.
Bailey, perimeter, takes the 3 eventually. Off. We'll go to the opposite end. Forster behind the back. Looking to go quickly, driving inside, trying to beat everybody, can't. And she'll go back. Buza goes to the top. Jane, 3. Looking to respond after that technical. No. Edwards goes back. Forster again a 3. Oh, man. Knocks it down.
Forster knocks down a 3 and it's a 2-point game.
So another 3 for Liv Forster. That is her 3rd 3 so far. 4th if you want to include the 3 free throws she got after being fouled on 1. Oduwaye trying to drive on Leia Edwards here. Can't do it. Knocked out of bounds. And this is going to be England basketball. So 32-30, 2-point Welsh lead. England, they're not letting Wales pull away, guys.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic 3-point shooting. Wales probably need to start really paying attention to her, maybe locking on a little bit more, putting a little bit more of a defensive focus on it.
If she's going to hit shots like that, then yes. Liv Forster on the crazy layup knocks it in. Bunyan now going to try to drive and respond. We're back to a tie game. Bunyan inside, beats Januszewska, lays it in.
I'll tell you what I'm loving about Bunyan right now in this phase of play is that she's looking very composed. So, you know, she know we need a score, really attacked. She's had some great passes. She just looks very balanced at the moment.
On the opposite end now, England are going to be fouled here. Foul on number 4, Anna Lane. So to inbound on the baseline.
And that's only Wales' first foul of this quarter as well. Really disciplined approach.
Really? Look at that. First foul of the quarter for Wales. Inbound to come here for England now. 17 on the shot clock. Bunyan taps it out of bounds. Still going to be Wales basketball. England basketball, rather. So Liv Forster will inbound this one here. Got every England player set up at near corners of the paint. Out along the sideline. Captain Forster sends it in. Januszewska at the top of the arc. Leia Edwards now with it. Plenty of time. Forster, turnaround three. Oh, come on!
She's going off.
No kidding.
Another 3. And England have to
17 points for her. 35-34.
4 threes in the game for Forster so far.
Bunyan, step back three, trying to respond. No. Probably a little too greedy there. Gudza now to the opposite side. Serena Gudza hands it off. Jane going strong to the hoop. Porter trying to stop her. She can't. Fouled. Free throws to come for Fatmata Jane. When Jane gets going like that, guys, I don't know what else you can do.
You can't stop her.
There's a reason why Jane averages 22.5 points per game for that Barking Abbey side in the EABL.
She was also the WEABL Under-17 Player of the Year in the South this season as well, with the awards just announced recently. Really exciting player to watch.
Huge part of that London Lions program. Will be a great player for them in years to come. And we've got a timeout here on the floor called by Wales. So 34-36, England up by 2. James, close game, but England are responding well right now. And in large part, you've mentioned this before, it's Liv Forster, it's threes right now for them.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's going to have to be addressed in this timeout. I think it's a good timeout from the Wales coaching staff here. Break momentum, talk about it. But you're absolutely right. Like, you've got to lock onto the shooter, right? If you take care of that, I think the other stuff you've been doing on defense, probably okay.
England, of course, enjoying this 2-point lead right now. We've got a happy birthday song coming out for somebody here. I'm not totally sure who. Whose birthday is it, guys? Do we know?
Is it your birthday?
Absolutely no idea.
It's not mine. I'm nowhere close. Somebody out in the crowd. It looks like it's somebody in the corner of the arena. Well, so there's a happy birthday song, and it's now over. What fun.
This game's got everything.
We've seen lots of fun stuff here today. We've seen a happy birthday song earlier from Ireland, and we've got somewhere as well. So we're getting closer to the end of the first half. Less than 4 minutes to go. 37-34. England on top by 3 as we come out of this break. Kaz, England, this is just like that men's game. It stayed close. England, if they can keep things on top here at the half, will love what they have going into the break.
They will, and they'll be really pleased with that, especially after going down early on. And the shooting from the team has been fantastic. Liv Forster making such a difference, and that's what they're going to have to rely on, especially when they are not going to be able to go against Carys-Roy inside.
Bunyan will inbound us here. Jane with the steal, keeps it inbound. Januszewska at the top of the arc. Hands it off. Forster, Every time it goes up, I think it's going in. Johnny with the offensive board, though, and then a kick ball by Anna Lane here.
Yeah, I think if you're the Wales coaches there, you're probably not too pleased that she was even able to get that off that easily. I think,
yeah, you want to close that down as soon as she's got the ball.
I think at this point, you have to switch on to that.
Do you guys put a specific defender on her, or just tell everybody stick as close as you can to her?
I mean, that's the debate. I mean, it looks like they've gone to the zone here and immediately been punished, so I'm not sure exactly what they're looking to do.
Something needs to change. Forster on 20 points already. Porter back out to the perimeter. Deep 2 from Wales. In and out. Liv Forster another board. 20 points for her. 2 rebounds, 2 steals as well. Forster in and out. Hands it back. Gudza drives inside. Beats 2. Back to Forster. Again, open. This time no. Leia Edwards. What a rebound. What a finish.
And what a pass from Forster.
Yeah, you see that time obviously Izzy came out to contest it. Got a bit more height, a little bit more length. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe put a bigger defender on her. See if you can contest that shot.
Roy inside. Loses it.
Great hands from Jane to knock that out.
No.
Was it?
Like you said, great hands from Jane. Unlucky not to have it back for the England side.
Just making it that bit more difficult for Wales to get through the shot clock.
Jane averages almost 4 steals per game this season. That's an incredible number. Bunyan 3. Right away, drills it.
Izzy Bunyan with a 3.
Wales back to life now. 5-point deficit. Edwards, drive, kick out. Forster fakes. Januszewska, she's going to take it. Off and off. And Edwards fighting for the board. She's got it. Edwards, another big offensive rebound. Janae 3, out. Anna Lane pulls it down. Porter, deep pass long. Emma Bailey one-on-one. She'll be forced to pull back from the baseline. 2:18 left in the first half. Roy spinning inside. 2-on-1. Bailey takes the step back 3. Way too short. Udza now. Hanging off Januszewska. Uh-oh, Forster wide open yet again. You can see it. Oh, man. I thought it was going in.
Every single one of her shots looks like it's going in. But again, she's getting too much space. If you're Wales, you need to close it down because you've just seen what she can do. She's hit 5 threes in the game. You need to get out to her.
Finally, no foul called on that Daisy Porter drive. It's out of bounds. She wanted one. Not going to get it. And Rosie Porter will come back into the game. Actually, a timeout called on the floor. So 1:43 left here in the first half. 42-37, England on top by 5. We just talked about it. We just talked about Liv Forster shooting. We talked about how Wales were going to try to close her down. It didn't matter. She's still going strong, James.
Yeah, I mean, Wales came out in the 2-3. I guess they probably spoke about communicating where she was, but it didn't seem like they were especially locked in. I think other than her, the zone might be a good idea, but if you're going to do the zone, you've got to make sure you're aware of her.
Part of the problem for Wales is they've got great defenders. Izzy Bunyan, their best defender. You can't put Bunyan on her. You've got such great length on the England side. You can't check your tallest defenders at the top of the arc there. To force her, you have to keep rotating around and keep good defense. Now, England on top by 5. I think, what are you looking for them to do here coming out of this break?
So I'd expect Wales to try and counter Forster's shooting, so they're going to look to go to someone else. If Forster's open, obviously she's going to take the shot, but you would think she's going to get closed down and they're probably going to swing it around. Maybe try and get it into Janae inside, but you've got to go against Roy, which is going to be quite difficult.
Well, we see if Forster can cool down from her absolute meteorite hot shooting. She's on 5 of 9 from 3 right now, missed the last couple. She was 5 of 7 a minute to go, but regardless, 55% from 3 and 5 threes already, giving England the lead right now, up by 5. Under 2 minutes left to go to the end of this first half. Forster flips it far side. Leia Edwards gets it back to her. Other end, Charlie Rowe, left-handed flip. Janae, top, drive, beats 2. Trying to beat a third. She will, and it's off. Bailey with the rebound. Gonna lead Rosie Porter long. Porter jumps up to grab it, hit in the back. No foul called. Januszewska flips it. Bunyan tried to go for the steal. Missed it, and pays the price. Charlie Rowe's 12th point of the game, 32 points between her and Liv Forster. Porter drives inside, freezes everybody, lays it up and in. Good spot for Wales.
To the rim, it's back to a 5-point game. There's 1 minute to go. Here we go, defense.
1 minute left to go. Rowe, top of the arc. Edwards. Inside, back, Janae. Forster splits a few. Handoff, Edwards. Inside, Edwards, no. Roy, tough rebound. Karis Roy with the first half double-double, guys. 10 points and 11 rebounds from her already.
Wow.
Bunyan, 10 to go, screen waiting. Picks up the dribble early, under heavy pressure. Roy, 5 to go. Porter, gonna have to do something, hands it off. Roy, 3 to go. Can't get the shot up in time, gonna be a shot clock violation, and it will be 26 and a half seconds left to go to the half. England up by 5, and they force a turnover there from Wales.
And great pressure defense from England.
Coming into the game for England, number 6, Charity.
Pressure a big part of their game. England with just 14 points in the paint so far in this game, but they've hit 7 threes, 21 points from behind the arc. Looking for some more here. Rowe gets it over to Edwards. Back to Forster. If they run the clock down, they can leave most of the time off the clock, so Wales can't shoot again. And then we've got a foul called on Emma Bailey again now. Bailey's 3rd foul. That's the last thing you want for your captain, to get 3 fouls in the first half, James.
Yeah, it's tough, although, you know, it's manageable at this point, I think, and they don't majorly struggle with ball handling. They can have a few players that can dribble under pressure, so I think it's manageable at this point, although not ideal, admittedly.
Rowe. Janae, 10 on the shot clock. Inside, going up strong. And we got an offensive foul. She pushed off of Daisy Porter. Wow.
And that's going to be Janae's 3rd foul. Was that on Janae?
Yeah, it was. So Samantha Janae with 3 fouls as well. We got a substitution here. They're going to take her off the floor here at the end of the first half. Doesn't get any more foul trouble.
Yeah, it's a great sub, to be fair. The last thing you want is her to pick up her 4th here. Smart coaching.
Lisa Gibbons will replace her. 12 seconds left to go. Harry with the inbound. Porter's got it. 10 to go. Wales with time for one more shot. Harry, Porter, 4 seconds. Dumping it to Roy. Roy's going to have to shoot. Turns it around, spins it up, off the rim and out. And that's how this first half will end. 44-39. Explosive first half all around. Izzy Bunyan arguing for a foul. Not going to get it. And it's a halftime here. So, guys, England lead by 5. Impressive first half. James, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I mean, in terms of the balance of the game, like England done a great job penetrating, knocking down shots. You know, if they can keep hitting threes, then that's going to be tough, and Wales going to have to find an answer to it. You know, there's a chance that maybe they don't score as many threes in the second half, and that could definitely become a factor. But, yeah, can't complain. Like, both teams going at it. It's great to watch.
Well, Kaz, we'll come back to you for the start here of the second half when we come back for that. First, we're going to go over to our interview studio. We've got a quick interview here. First with Emma Bailey, our captain for the Welsh side, and then we'll head to a quick break for after that. So we're here live in our interview studio just before the halftime break. I'm here with Welsh captain today, Emma Bailey. Emma, tough first half. You guys are down by 5. You kept it close the whole time. What are the team's thoughts going into the break? You guys happy with this?
We're happy with the Welsh flag in the back. I feel like we need to step up.
Here we go, Welsh, 3v3, come on down.
Well, obviously this has been a tough game throughout, and this has been an electric atmosphere here so far. I mean, we can barely hear anything over here. What about you guys on the court? Are you guys feeling this atmosphere right now?
We can feel the atmosphere. I feel the crowd are actually giving us energy to boost our how we're playing. So yeah.
You guys are confident? I'm taking it. Coming out in the second half, you can pull this one off?
We're gonna try, yeah.
Do it for the home fans.
Yeah, probably.
Awesome. Thanks, Emma. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, stress me.
You did a great job. Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us here for this first half of action between England and Wales. 44-39, England on top as we head into the break. We'll be back in about 7 minutes' time for the start of the second half. England 44, Wales 39.
Okay, here we go. One last go. Go on, get behind him. Please make some noise for our half-time participants.
Welcome in, everyone, for the start of the second half here in our final game of the day in the Under-18 Four Nations 2022 tournament, live here from Archers Arena in Cardiff, Wales. Atticus Peed, Kaz Bullock, and James Dodd joining us here today. Just an incredible first half of action, 44-39. England on top by 5 as we head into the final 20 minutes. Kaz, first of all, take us away here. What do we need to look out for in the start of the second half?
You need to look out for Liv Forster. She's been absolutely on fire the first half. Hits 5-3. She's got 20 points to lead all scorers in only 12 minutes of play as well. She's made a real impact for this England team. Now, I'm expecting her not to get as many shots in the second half. You would think Wales are going to try and close her down a bit more. And they're going to look to go inside to Janae, who is going against Caris Roy, and that is proving tough. But Janae is, she can hold her own inside, and I think they'll look to make that adjustment if they are closing down.
James, your thoughts before we get underway here?
Yeah, I just spoke to Beth Jones, the assistant coach for Wales, and it's interesting to hear them talking about how positive they are and how they're down 5, but the vibe through the group is that of a positive, we can do this kind of attitude, and I think that's kind of carried through the tournament. They seem to have done a great job with the team, kind of creating that energy and excitement throughout. So hopefully that can kind of convert, and we can see this lead recovered.
Well, England grabbing an offensive board here. They're going to go up for another opportunity here in just a moment. Gibbons inside. She'll have to kick it back out, and it's stolen away here. Emma Bailey running to the opposite end. Bailey flips it off. Bunyan. She'll pull it back. So Bailey again now looking to kick it in. Karis Roy driving inside, flips it back out. At the top of the arc. Porter coming inside, stuffed there. Smothered, puts the shot up, no.
I really like the passing of Karis Roy today. Like, it's good to see her aggressive in attack, but if you're drawing players in to make that pass and find people, really helps your teammates out.
Speaking of great passing, you can see Leia Edwards right there releasing Katie Januszewska inside. Great underhand basket there. Wales now down by 7. Roy, Bailey outside 3, off again. 1 for 6 from 3 is Emma Bailey.
See, that might be one of those situations where, Karis kicks it out, but then you can repost and maybe it needs to go back in. Unless you're getting a really, really wide open shot. I think that early in the shot clock, maybe keep looking for something better.
The ball on the ground here. This time early in the shot clock, Wales in trouble again. Jump ball, the possession arrow is pointing towards Wales' side, so Wales will keep possession here.
And Atticus were in the same position again with an England team. England 16 offensive rebounds, 16 defensive rebounds.
Jeez.
This is just a theme throughout the tournament.
Every single England side has done that every single game. Bailey 3, that one too far. And Leia Edwards with a big rebound. Charity, other side, pull up 2. Up and off, Karis Roy, a big rebound. Roy's 12th rebound. Go with her 10 points.
And maybe a little quicker shot than England might have liked on that play, but she had a good look, and really good shooter is Natalie Charity. Playing WEABL for the Nottingham Academy Wildcats and WBBL experience as well, so you'll take that one.
Porter from 2, no. Come inside, cut. Asking for a travel, not going to get it. Banks it off the glass.
That's a tough shot with the left hand.
Wales down by 5, 41-46.
Januszewska hands it off. Forster driving inside, this time going up. She's going to be fouled and will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. And she'll get her 4th and 5th shots at the free throw line to come from here.
Yeah, Wales probably don't need to foul there. You've got Karis Roy behind in good position on the help. I think maybe if you do get beat with the dribble, just kind of lock into the hip and don't overdo it. I think you've got that shot blocking capability behind you, and maybe that's enough to put the layup off.
Wales have had blocks today. They've had plenty of steals as well from drives inside the paint. Casey Bunyan and Karis Roy, both active hands inside there. But they give up this foul. Won't pay for it on that one. They're still down by just 5. Forster's second is also out. And this one knocked away. It should be, it's actually going to be England basketball. Crowd doesn't like that call at all.
I think that one might have gone the wrong way.
Either way, it's England basketball here along the base. Forster to inbound, looking for Charity. Adelaide knocks it out of bounds. Still England basketball, though. Probably a better inbounding position for them here. Then Forster. Waiting for a screen. Got it. Here it comes. And that 3 is short. But a great rebound there from Lisa Gibbons. On the deck, back, Charity. 2 seconds to go. Doesn't realize it. And 1 second. They're out of time.
And that's great for Wales to really put the pressure on, confuse England there on the shot. Nobody realised quite how much time was left.
I don't know if the England bench was yelling anything. You could not hear it of all the Welsh fans. No. Porter driving up the court now, going inside, running, stuff. Gibbons, another block. Edwards now on the opposite end. Edwards coming inside, hits Bailey, goes up strong. We got a blocking foul. Looks like it's on Emma Bailey. Bailey asking what for.
No, I don't think that should be on Bailey. I feel that might be a mistake. She was out of the play on the foul that got called there. I don't know if they're going to correct or not.
And interesting you mentioned about the crowd noise, Atticus, because obviously with the end change, England are now in front of the Wales bench. So where they might have been able to hear the shot clock counting down in front of their own bench in the first half, it's going to be tough in the second half.
Didn't think of that. Wales will be hoping this foul is not on Emma Bailey, because this would be her 4th foul. If it is, we'll see what they come up with. It looks like they'll leave it alone.
Pretty sure that was supposed to be on number 4.
Wow. Well, they'll let it go anyway. I mean, strangely, Bailey was the one. She stood still, and got hit. near the elbow, and then the play continued for a few paces, but regardless, fouls apparently on her. That's her 4th. Forster, opposite side 3. That one's not going to fall. Gibbons another offensive board. England getting quite a few of those. Rowe, deep 2, still no. And Porter finally gets the rebound. Under pressure, so flip it to the far side. Bunyan. Floated in. Karis Roy backing down. Bailey driving inside, takes it up and under. No.
It's a good offense from Wales, though. You live with that. You know you can make that shot.
Still a 5-point game after the Wales miss. 3 from Charlie Rowe. No. Edwards going up for the rebound. She's got it again.
England looking confident to shoot the ball every opportunity. You can't help but feel that sooner or later it's going to drop.
Still missing, but like you said, James, they're shooting as much as they want, and a lot of it's because of these offensive rebounds. They are now on 21 offensive boards to go with their 21 defensive boards. Kaz, this story doesn't change for England. It's the same team every time they play, men or women. They get the same number of offensive rebounds as defensive rebounds and throw up more shots as a result.
It is. It's wild. But I love to see it, and it's working for them. It's been incredibly successful for them.
Well, they finally don't get an offensive rebound there because the ball bounced away from them. So Wales still down by 5. 6:27 left to go in the 3rd. Not a lot of scoring here. Just 4 points between the two teams in this second half. Rosie Porter driving on Leia Edwards. Porter, backside. 2 up from Anna Lane. Too long.
It's another good shot, though. You know, decent driving kick, wide open. Maybe could have been out behind the 3-point line, but an open shot's an open shot.
Gibbons a 3, that one airballed. Januszewska keeps it alive. Oh man, how are they getting these rebounds? Foot on the line, still no. Finally, Porter takes it down.
Yeah, both teams struggling to score a little bit here. I think it's one of those moments where, you know, you really got to try and stick with the process. Make sure your better players are getting good touches, getting good opportunities to score. Not get frustrated by the fact that things aren't dropping.
You almost feel like the half-time break has slowed down their momentum a little bit. Sometimes, you know, when players are hot, they don't want to have that 10-minute break.
Yeah, 100%. And like we've been saying before, this is the last day of a couple-day tournament. They've played games, you know, this morning or 2 yesterday. So that fatigue may be creeping in.
Well, again, this is our primetime matchup, the final game of this Under-18 Four Nations tournament. Wales losing to England right now by 4 here at home in Cardiff. Porter misses the second free throw. Ball bounced around, though. Izzy Bunyan somehow comes away with it. And her foot on the line, though, as she grabbed it. So England basketball again. England up by 4. About 15 minutes left to play. Liv Forster to inbound the ball here. Still on 20 points. Hadn't scored here in the second half. So Wales will like that. Forster trying to come inside. Can't. Januszewska. Elbow. Loses it. Gets it back. Rowe. Coming inside with speed, trying to find a pass down low, and that one out of bounds, an English turnover. Just the 13th turnover for England. 12 turnovers for Wales, a pretty clean game for the both of them. Obviously, those turnover numbers, they won't love those, but even all around. Really, the only difference has been the offensive rebounds for England in terms of possessions today.
And you look at the points that England have got from turnovers, 13 to Wales' 0, which is a real difference maker.
Porter, that shot deep, up, off the back iron. Daisy Porter with the rebound. Driving inside, splits 3 defenders. Roy going up. No, she's going to be fouled and head to the free throw line once again for Karis Roy.
That's a great little pass from Porter.
Shows you why she's a great point guard. That, the vision to find that and a great bounce pass to complete it.
Yeah, she's quietly keeping Wales in this game.
Daisy Porter on 13 points. Izzy Bunyan on 13. Karis Roy on 10. We'll stick with 10 after that. Karis Roy's got the 10 points to go with 13 rebounds and 3 assists and a steal for good measure. She'll need to score some more and pick up a lot more rebounds as well, though, if Wales are going to win this game. Misses both. Liv Forster once again. Januszewska drives. Stuck inside the paint. Rowe, deep 2. Got it. Charlie Rowe knocking it down. 6-point lead for England. They're starting to reestablish that dominance. Floated inside, knocked down. Wales keep hold of it. Maisie Harry, deep 2 right away. Air ball. Forster opposite end. Charlie Rowe trying to go quickly, stabbed away. Casey Bunyan's got it out to Rosie Porter. Bunyan inside, 1-on-2, slows down. Pull-up jumper, no. We're going to go back and forth here. Rowe driving to the paint once again. Forster open from 3. Got it!
That's a big shot.
That's 6 threes in the game for Liv Forster. She hit 6 yesterday against Ireland. She's done it again today. We're only in the third quarter. I'm excited to see what she's going to do the rest of this game.
Big shot might be an understatement. It's now a 9-point lead. You could feel the helium going out of the balloon there. Everything just got deflated after that one. And James, I mean, this has been a really, really tough third quarter. Nobody's hitting those shots, but Liv Forster did a good job to stick with it and hit the shot when it came open to her.
Yeah, you could tell. I mean, England were missing, but they were taking shots confidently, and you could just feel a couple were going to drop. And then 2 did drop, and another good timeout to break the momentum here.
Wales looking to get some momentum back here. One of the problems for Wales, though, Coach Smalley before the game in her interview said she was looking to the bench to help out offensively today. Only 3 points on the bench, an early 3 from Lucy Stradling, and that is it. Part of it's because they haven't gone to the bench a whole lot. Because this is like a tournament final, these teams are treating it like that. Not a whole lot of bench play coming right now for either side. But, of course, those 3s from England in the way. And Kaz, well, let's be honest, there's 31 points scored out of your starting 5 for England, 23 those from Liv Forster. That's really the story.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. And Liv's having a fantastic season in D1 for Ipswich. You know, she's averaging 14.3 points per game, 3.2 rebounds. She plays WEABL, under 18s. And just a real player that can just almost score at will, as we're seeing.
Well, she'll stay on the floor here. England will make one substitution. They will bring on Josephine Vorliotis for her first minutes of action in this game. Wales return with the same lineup they had before the timeout. Porter trying to drive it up quickly. Goes out to Rosie Porter in the corner to the baseline. 3 players come to her. Throws it up. She's going to be fouled. 2 free throws to come here for Rosie Porter.
Yep, good job getting to the line. It's a really big couple of minutes here now. You know, England be looking to extend this lead, and that might change the game a little bit in terms of the control. Maybe Wales have to change things tactically, but on the flip side, Wales desperate to try and keep it close. You want it to be 5-6, that's manageable. 13-14 on this court, on these rims, can become a little bit more difficult.
It's down to 8 now. Rosie Porter can cut it to 7. Right as I mentioned bench points, she knocks one in. So 4 points off the bench for Wales now. We'll make it 5 after that one.
2 really big free throws there.
Didn't let it touch those hard rims.
I think the crowd needed that as much as the players.
Wales now, you can feel a lot more energy from them. Charlie Rowe driving inside, left-handed floater, no. Bunyan with the board. Opposite end now, Rosie Porter's got some options. We'll get it back to Bunyan, who's wide open. She's going to take that 3. Got it! Massive 3 there for Wales. They're right back in this game, 51-47. 4-point lead. Leia Edwards driving inside, kicks it out. And Vorliotis almost loses it. She'll go back. Johnny's open. Porter checks to her, beats her. What a Euro step. What a move inside.
That was a great finish.
No touching that one. Wales need a quick response. Porter back over to Harry, who loses it. Rowe knocks it out of bounds. Still Wales basketball. 14 on the shot clock. Wales to reset.
Yeah, I really feel like for both teams here, you want everyone to get involved and touch the ball and those kind of things, but ultimately, you're coming into the last 14 minutes of the game here. You've got to make sure your best players are getting opportunities. They're your best players for a reason, and they can't do it one-on-one all the time. So you've got to make sure you're getting your shooter shots and getting the ball where you really need it. Otherwise, you're leaving stuff on the table.
Rowe spinning around. Here's one of those best players from 3. Liv Forster, number 7. Kaz, she's 50% from 3.
Do we have a record? Is there some sort of 3-point record? 3-pointers made record?
Moving it around again. Rosie Porter going inside up against Leia Edwards. Nice little underhand layup, knocks it in.
Really, really tough basket.
Back to a 6-point England lead. Both sets of fans in this game loudly right now. Leia Edwards hands it out to Charlie Rowe. 10 to go. Rowe looking for that drive. It comes back to Janae, wide open. Janae rattles it home.
Everyone's getting in on the 3-point action for England.
They take the 9-point lead.
10 threes now for the England squad, 30 points just from behind that arc.
You say 10 threes from the England squad, 7 of them have come from Liv Forster.
Very true. Speaking of number 7, Daisy Porter goes down on the deck. Looks like she's all right. And Wales will still have the ball here to inbound out on the baseline. Wales needs some points. They're down again here, 43-50. That was 49-58 rather. Trying to clear up all the sweat off the floor here. So it's a 9-point game. Just over 12 minutes left to go in this game, guys. If Wales are going to come back, like you've mentioned, James, throughout the whole game, they need to get to their best scorers and their best shooters. Who specifically are you looking to right now?
Yeah, I don't know if it's about getting a specific shot for anybody in particular. I just think you need the ball in the hands of Porter. You need Izzy creating. Obviously, you want Karis to catch it on the block or catch it off pick and roll. But for me, it's more about, can we get those players easier opportunities? Like Porter does a lot of the work off her own back, beating people from the top off the dribble. But can we screen away for her, or can we get them something a little bit easier to get them going, so that when they have to make those tough ones, they can do that too. But it's those easy ones that we really, really want to see.
Well, that one not easy from Karis Roy. Doesn't fall. Leia Edwards on the boards again here. Opposite end, goes coast to coast, swatted down. Maisie Harry knocks it out. On the catch from Edwards, out of bounds. Wales basketball. Another big block and turnover forced there by Wales. Bunyan brings this one up the court. Long pass over to Harry, who just catches it, just stays in. Roy dumping it off to Daisy Porter, going up under 2, knocks it down, 1 more to come. 15 points for Daisy Porter now.
Daisy Porter's just having a fantastic couple of days. I don't know how many and ones she's got or how many trips to line overall, but it's got to be a fair few.
These will be free throws. Oh, she hit that one. So free throw number 12 coming up for Daisy Porter. Kaz, that Wales attack inside the paint has just been really strong for them, all led by Daisy Porter right now.
It has, and she's doing a fantastic job leading the team as well. Being able to, and it gives the team confidence as well to see that you can get to the basket and make those really tough shots.
Far side, Forster back to Janae, wide open, uh-oh. Uh-oh! You hear the crack of the net and another 3 down, 61-51. Janae putting England back on top by even more. Porter rejected out of bounds. Janae asking for more energy from the England squad. She's feeling it right now.
Yeah, incredibly difficult to defend her when she's knocking down threes.
Roy, nice little spin around inside, puts it in. Back to 8.
Wales just staying within touching distance.
Guzza, Janae again, asking for the screen. You can see it, she wants to go. She's gonna drive, underhand layup. Oh man, almost had it. Edwards, great rebound. No, bouncing it around. Edwards, another rebound. Goes back, 3, row. No. And Daisy Porter's got it. Out to Rosie Porter, catches it. Rosie will slow this one down. Missy Bunyan now on the weak side. She's got a screen waiting. Picks up the dribble. 10 to go on the shot clock. Flipped inside, 1-on-1. Karis Roy gonna go for it. A bit of a strange one, but she gets the she gets the rebound. She's gonna be fouled on the way up. 2 free throws to come here as well.
I think the England guys might count the shot clock down for a little bit early there, but she managed to get her own rebound, get to the line. Seems to have worked out.
The problem as well, that is the 4th foul for Janae. She's got 12 points, 8 rebounds, and she's forced quite a few Wales turnovers. Kaz, that's a big loss for them deep in the 3rd quarter right now.
It is, and she's going to have to head to the bench because you don't want to lose her this early on. You want to be able to save her for the 4th quarter. But we saw, a similar thing happen in the Ireland game. She wasn't able to play much the rest of the 3rd after picking up an early foul in the 4th. But she's had a real impact as well, like you say, being able to just get in the way and alter the shot. I mean, she's got loads of rebounds, and she's got 8 rebounds, 12 points. But she does a really good job as well, just altering that shot.
Roy knocks down the second. Saruna Gudza will replace Janae in the rotation for now for England, the number 7. Substitutions for Wales as well. Karis Roy coming off. Fumio Tawaye comes on. So 61-55. We're back to 6. You've mentioned it before, James. Wales just staying within touching distance as best they can right now.
Yeah, 100% not giving up. And that's great to see. I think that that is a big foul to draw. Oh, that's a good play. Yeah, I would have maybe liked to see a little bit more of Karis Roy having had that substitution from England, because you'd then have the advantage inside a little bit more. Because obviously that's a tough matchup for Karis. So, yeah, I would have maybe left her in the game here, but you know, you've got to rotate players and, again, think about the fourth quarter, like you're saying.
Karis Roy been on the court for 25.5 minutes today as Katie Januszewska misses that shot. Januszewska's played the most minutes out of any England player for her side. 23.5 minutes on the court, 4 points, just 2 of 11 shooting today. Misses both free throws as well, but a good offensive rebound from Gibbons. Forster with Porter guarding, 7 to go. Forster pulls back from 3. No way, right? No. Gibbons another board. Picks it back. Charity, 3. No. And it's still England basketball. Guys, Wales just cannot collect those rebounds.
Gudza is doing a fantastic job underneath the basket, fighting for those rebounds. And you look at her stats, she's got 2 points, she's got 3 rebounds, you know, which are good stats. But look at the plus minus. She's a 17 in plus minus when she's on the floor. She's doing so much off the ball that's really contributing to this England lead.
Nobody on the court is anywhere close to that 17. Closest is 10. And that shot is missed, though, by England. Porter to the opposite end. Wales down by 6, just seconds to go. 3 left to go. They have to get up a shot. Out of the corner, Rosie Porter from 3. And off the rim and out. So that's how the third quarter ends. 10 minutes of action left to go. Wales 55, England 61. Guys, this is an intense game. We're loving the intensity we're feeling here. Everybody's on pins and needles right now, and we got 10 minutes of basketball left to go, James. Tough game. Where do you go next?
Yeah, I mean, you can feel the atmosphere here. It's just amazing. It's going to be a great end to a fantastic couple of days. If you're England, you know, you've got to keep going to the hot hand, right? Like, you've got to make sure you get her shots and just manage that foul trouble situation. Like I said, if you're Wales, nothing changes for me. Keep getting your best players opportunities and just battle for the boards. You know, I feel like rebounding-wise, Karis is such a dominant force. Maybe she needs to play the whole quarter, 9 minutes here, because that's, you know, ultimately where England are causing the most problems on the glass, and then they just reload the shot, and it's always tough to get stops if you're giving up offensive rebounds.
Kaz, I see you nodding your head the whole time. I think you'd agree with that sentiment. What else do you have?
Absolutely. Wales really need to capitalise on the turnovers that they're getting. Still 0 points from turnovers for the whole game. They've managed to force just 14 from England as well, which lowest turnovers so far that England have had in the tournament, but they're going to really need to capitalise on that. They're turning the ball over.
We're into the final 10 minutes of the 2020.
The scariest stat of the day is one that, James, you alluded to. England, 27 offensive rebounds. That's insane. To go with 30 defensive rebounds. They've done this all tournament, no different here today against Wales. They're collecting offensive boards left and right. Wales, though, with the home court advantage, you can see and hear it on your screen. They'll be looking to take advantage of this in the last quarter here and come away with the win. Wales men, of course, lost to the English men in the game before this. This would be a huge win for the squad if they can pull this off here.
Yeah, absolutely massive. Wales beating England on the home court in front of these fans would mean the world to them. So, big 10 minutes coming up.
Big 10 minutes to close out this tournament. Natalie Charity gets it over. England to start us off. Januszewska gets it over to Gudza at the top. Gudza coming around. Past the elbow, flips it to the opposite side. Bunyan knocks it out of bounds. And it's off of Gudza's hand. They're going to argue it, not get anything out of that. Out of bounds, Wales basketball. So Izzy Bunyan will collect it and take it up the court. Wales down by 6. Just about into the clutch now. Rosie Porter splits 2 defenders, tries to break past the third. Off the rim, but hey, they'll get it back anyway. Bunyan, 3. Got it!
Izzy Bunyan just seems so focused this game. Really calm, chipping away, getting things done.
This is one of the best games I've seen her play all season long. Charity back out to the outside. Forster 3, air ball. Good offensive board yet again.
That was an incredible save from Gudza.
Big reaction from Kaz on the bench. She loved it. Doesn't come out the batter, though. England lose it away here. Bunyan again. 3-point game. Roy. Porter. Daisy Porter coming inside. Kickback. Bunyan wide open. Got it. Rattles home. 1-point lead.
Crowd absolutely loving it, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier about you've got to get your best players opportunities, and that time perfect kick out to the corner. You know, Izzy can make that shot all day, but there's been a reply.
So can Januszewska.
Yeah.
She's been missing all day. Just her third made shot, but it's a big one. Corner, Maisie Harry, 3. No on the response. Daisy Porter with the board. Porter inside, lays it up. Oh man, tough bounce, no. On the run once again is Forster. Forster coming around. She'll pull it back. Januszewska from the same spot at 2 this time. Still knocks it down. Big response from the England fans, Kaz, and a great performance there from Katie Januszewska. 5-0 run for her.
Yeah, Januszewska's a really, really impressive player on this team. She plays WBBL for the Leicester Riders, plays in the WNBL for Charnwood. Sorry, WNBL for Loughborough.
Well, I can tell you one thing, the fans here don't care who she plays for. They care about that 2-1. What an impressive finish there from Missy Bunyan. Great collect and a great job knocking that one back inside. She's on 23 points now, starting to take over this game for the Welsh side.
Yeah, she's a tough player. You originally started playing Ponty Panthers. Dad, John Bunyan, fantastic coach. Does loads of basketball, you know, also a bit of a Welsh legend, played for the national team himself. So, you know, she's got a strong foundation.
And knocks the free throw down to complement that. So 24 points from her, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals, and a block for good measure. Charity swims around, beats most of the defense, kicks it back. Wales waiting for it. Forster 3. Still no. Finally, Daisy Porter grabs the board. No offensive rebounds that time. Porter brings it up the court. 65-63. Wales can tie here. Kick it out. Corner. Rosie Porter drive. Baseline. Trying to go back. And they lose the handle. Turnover. Just the 13th turnover for Wales today. Far side toss. Januszewska. Gibbons. Corner. Beats Bunyan. Comes inside for the 2. In and out. And Karis Roy. 16th rebound for her. Flipped along for Maisie Harry. Harry will slow things down, hands it off to Roy, and a foul on Lisa Gibbons as she tried to cut past. So that's Gibbons' first foul of the game, and Charlie Rowe set to come on as well after that.
And you wonder as well how long we might see Janae on the bench for England, because obviously having a real impact, but on 4 fouls as well. So do you want to risk Wales pulling a bit too close, or do you want to, you know, keep her for the last few minutes if it does get very close?
Yeah, and that's a real tough balance for coaches, is trying to work that out. You can't always know. You know, sometimes I feel it's better just to let the player play, because you know they might play 15 minutes of basketball without fouling. But yeah, the flip side of that is she comes in, picks up a quick one, and that's her done.
Well, coming in and picking up a quick one of her own is Charlie Rowe. Rowe now on 16 points, a great basket inside, 7 of 18 shooting for her. England staying on top here, keeping Wales at arm's length. 67-63. Wales trying to cut it back to a one-possession game. Roy spins around Gibbons, fake, up. No, great move, couldn't finish.
And I'm not sure how Charlie Rowe got the rebound there over Karis Roy.
Oh, going to the opposite end, offensive foul! Liv Forster elbows up, hits Daisy Porter in the chest, offensive foul. That's a big play for Wales right there. It's back to a 4-point England lead. It could have been worse if that had gone in. That was the big problem for the Welsh men in the last game. They kept England close, and then England started to pull away, and Wales just could not stop them in the 4th. The women doing a better job of that now, it seems. Daisy Porter collects the inbound, goes back to Emma Bailey, the captain for the Welsh side. 4 personal fouls for her. Missy Bunyan gets it back. Bunyan been on fire for Wales so far. Knocked down, no foul called. Porter dumping it inside for Oduwaye, who loses it. Oduwaye and Rosie Porter go down together. Run here for England if they want to take advantage of it. Edwards drive inside, lays it up and in.
Yeah. Looks like England just turning the pressure up a little bit on defense here.
Porter coming inside, 1-on-2, and she responds nicely. Another 2 for Wales. Back to a 4-point game. 69-65. Rowe kicks it back. At the top is Leia Edwards. Edwards driving, loses it, looking for a foul. Oduwaye, nothing called. Daisy Porter gets it over to Issy Bunyan. Bunyan again, she's hunting for that shot. She's got the one she likes, it doesn't fall. Edwards. Forster, 3. No. Bunyan, another board. Triple team immediately gets it out. Driving now is Daisy Porter once again. Porter going for the same thing. That time it's swatted away. Leia Edwards, I think they'll credit her with the block there, out of bounds. Wales basketball on a timeout call by England here. So we are down to about 5 minutes and 14 seconds left in this game, 69-65. Guys, this whole fourth quarter, it felt like it's the last 2 minutes of this game. It feels like it's crunch time right now.
It has. I was just checking the time and I was like, there's 6 minutes left. Yeah. What?
Yes.
What? This is it. This is intense. This is exactly what we thought we would see, though, as well from these two teams. A really close game. Both teams playing with a real lot of effort and energy.
Yeah, I feel like this timeout from England, I think both teams needed it. You know, very up and down for the last couple of minutes. Both teams looking a little bit fatigued, so it's probably going to settle everybody down.
What you've seen in this game, this is a real tournament final, of course. Both these teams have beaten their opposition sides in the past 2 games, both beaten Ireland and Scotland, and today you're looking to your big players to make things happen. For Wales, 17 points from Daisy Porter, 24 from Missy Bunyan, 14 from Karis Roy, just 4 and 3 from the rest of the squad. And for England, you've got a few players, specifically Olivia Forster with 25, Janae with 12, and Charlie Rowe with 16, guys. You're really going to your top 3 or 4 players right now. They are not going to the bench. You're taking your top players and putting them in. They both want to win this rivalry game.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's got to come down to the getting it done squad now for both teams.
Well, we're here from Cardiff, Wales today, so the Welsh fans been in full voice throughout the game, as I'm sure you've heard. Tough to hear anything in this arena. Has been very loud. Drums pounding. Wales with the ball once again, down by 4. Rosie Porter, 10 on the shot clock. Rifles it around, off the hands of an England defender, out of bounds. 7 seconds left to go. Wales set up in that box. Getting into Issy Bunyan, 6 to go. She's looking for the shot. You know she'll take it. Step back 3. Up and off. And Bailey can't grab the board. Rowe flips it long. Januszewska inside, kicks it back. Stolen by Emma Bailey now. Easy Harry back in the game. Up to Rosie Porter. Porter floating it inside for Karis Roy. Great pass, great collect, and a great finish.
Yeah, really well done to keep composure there. Sometimes those wide open ones can catch you.
England response coming right away. Fatmata Jane coming out to the substitutes bench, along with Louisa Gibbons. They need more size inside. Moving it around. Can't find anything in Charity. Januszewska, 6 to go. Kicks it back. Open shot. Kalu, no. Offensive board, no. Again a board. Leia Edwards can't go up, and finally she's going to be fouled. So every time we think Wales are going to start to come back and take the lead here, guys, just offensive rebounds and England taking advantage of those extra chances to stay on top right now.
Yeah, and the rebounding has been crucial. Leia Edwards, that is her 19th rebound. She's got 9 offensive, and that is absolutely crucial.
6 points, 19 rebounds. That's ludicrous. On the opposite end, Karis Roy doing something similar, though. 16 points and 16 rebounds for Wales. So big battle down low. Welsh defense chance out on the floor. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Janae looks for the immediate 3. No. Comes inside. Oh, man. Freezes Karis Roy. Lays it up and in. Welsh fans want the travel. Nothing called.
Janae making an immediate impact off the bench, and that's why she's so important. That's why it's really difficult to have her in foul trouble sat so early.
Bunyan immediately pressured by Natalie Charity. She'll come inside. Got to switch. Goes back. Rosie Porter. Porter beats half the team. Roy back. Bailey, she's going to have to shoot. 3 to go. Bailey throws it up. No foul called. And she'll go down hard. James, I don't think you like that one.
I just feel like that was a little bit of a ballsy move from the defender on 4 fouls. That could have been costly for England.
They don't pay the price for it now. Janae, 3. It's up. Off. Gibbons fighting for it. Karis Roy with her 17th rebound. Wales still down by 4. 3:30 left to go. It's officially crunch time, everybody. Issy Bunyan, top of the arc, gets it back to Karis Roy now. Porter, 8 to go. Porter sprinting to the edge, lays it up underneath the basket. Janae dumps it off. Rowe inside. Rowe 3-on-2, going up strong on her own. No. Roy fighting for it. No. Leia Edwards, 20th rebound. Charity 3, it's up. Pressure from the back. No. And Roy grabs her 18th rebound, and she's going to be fouled. That's a big pickup and a foul on Leia Edwards.
Yeah, Karis Roy just relentless on the boards.
It's Edwards' third foul. And Liv Forster now in the game for Leia Edwards. Forster been the big offensive spark for England throughout the game. 20 points in the first half, just 5 in the second. So Wales have kept her quiet. Daisy Porter checks onto the floor for her sister Rosie now.
Yeah, I think this is crucial minutes, so no doubt Daisy Porter should be in the game here.
Daisy Porter screening from Maisie Harry here. Harry driving inside, no. Under 3 minutes left to go. England still lead by 4. Janae on the board. 9th rebound for her to go with 14 points. Janae kicks it out corner. Gibbons just catches it. Forster comes inside, beats one defender, and she'll go back. No fakes. Janae wide open behind her. Doesn't see it. Swatted by Bunyan. Collecting it is Lisa Gibbons. And she'll go to the free throw line now.
Well, this might get called on the floor.
It's my fault. I thought Wales had fouled England enough times. Not quite, so inbound from the baseline for England instead.
It's a fantastic hustle play from Gibbons as well to just keep going after the ball.
Didn't stop and well rewarded for it. Rowe, kick, far side, Forster 3. Uh-oh.
And that's going to be her 7th. What we thought was her 7th was called a long 2.
2 minutes left to play.
74-67, 7-point England lead.
Really
Things
big
looking
possession
ominous.
coming up here. A really big possession.
Bunyan inside, running floater.
That's an incredible shot. That's a big-time play for a big-time player.
Big shot response.
This is just 5. Here we go. Defense.
Down to a 5-point game. Charity pulls it back. Rowe inside. Splits out to the corner. Janae at the top. Janae driving. Pushes down the defender. No foul called. What a step. What a finish, Janae. 7-point England lead. Under 2 minutes to go now. Roy looking for some quick buckets. Oh, and there it is. There's the 5th foul. Foul called by the official on the far side on Fatmata Janae. She fouls out of the game. Holds her head in disbelief, and she'll walk off the floor dejectedly. So Janae off the floor, guys. I think we know what that means. It's time to go to Karis Roy on the interior.
And you see just with Janae in the game for just a few short minutes there how England have managed to turn things really quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, she did make a huge impact in a short time there.
So she fouls out of the game, sends Karis Roy to the free throw line. But again, Janae, really important performance, leads the plus-minus chart for everyone in the game. Is Fatmata Janae with 17. Only been on the court for 20 minutes. Roy knocks down that first free throw, her 3rd of the game. She's on 17 points with 18 rebounds and 5 assists right now. Very comprehensive performance from her. Can she help bring Wales back to victory here? Down by 6, and let's make it 5. Just over 1:40 to go. Every possession vital now for both squads. Rowe hands it off. Januszewska. Leia Edwards back in the game next to her. Januszewska gets it again. 12 to go. On the bump. Forster looking for a 3. Heavily closed out now. Edwards. 5 to go. Rowe fakes, drives, moves it around. And she throws up a shot, a prayer. Oh, on an offensive board. Big one for England.
Yeah, huge board there. Wales played fantastic defense, really putting England under pressure. Needed to come up with that rebound.
Forster from 3. Oh, man, that was it, and she got it. Didn't work. Bunyan's wide open. They've got her on the run. Bunyan wide open. Oh, she missed it. And she missed it again. Oh, those are killer.
Yeah, real tough. The pass just a little bit late, a little bit low, and that's just enough to throw you off in that situation.
50 seconds left, a 5-point England lead. That's a bad one. Bailey almost at the steal now, trying again. Wales looking for it. Januszewska on the deck, hands it off, 5 to go. England need to get a shot up. Forster asking for the screen. 3 to go. Has to rifle it. She does. No. Bunyan, huge rebound, and finally she's going to be fouled. 2 free throws to come for Izzy Bunyan. She hits the deck and her head hard.
Head to the line for 2.
Foul called on Katie Januszewska, her 4th. So that is exactly what Wales needed. Not just some points, but a chance here to get some points without taking time off the clock.
Yeah, this is 2 huge free throws coming up. Wales working incredibly hard on defense, fighting on the boards, but England just relentless, getting little tips, getting touches. Very difficult to get possession.
If Wales lose this game, Kaz, I think you know that offensive rebound by Januszewska there that bled off another 15 seconds was a big reason why. See Bunyan feeling the pressure now, misses that first free throw. 4 of 6 from the line, needs to hit this second. 5 points is already a big gap with 31 seconds left to go. She'll knock down the second, so 4 is the lead. 31 seconds left. It's a 7-second difference shot in game hockey. Probably got a foul or go for a steal here, no?
Yeah, England going to want to take their time and burn the clock down.
Wales sort of letting them do it. Trying for a steal now. Edwards, far side. You probably should have been fouling earlier than this. You're giving England way too much time. Finally on the deck. Edwards recovers it well, though. Forster, 2 to go, has to shoot. Runs out of time. Edwards throws it up. Dagger 3! Got it! Leia Edwards knocks this game home for England.
That's a massive 3 from Edwards.
They're asking for a shot clock violation. It's not going to be called. That 3's going to stand. Well, did they wave it off? I have no idea. They haven't put it on the board. We've seen no signal yet. Does that shot count? Guys, what did you think?
I thought she got it off just in time. It looked very close, but it looked like she got it off just in time.
James, you agree?
I wasn't sure. Yeah, it didn't feel like the buzzer went off when she's doing her hands, but everyone seems to be split on this one.
They're still deliberating this call. I don't think they're going to let it count. I see the referee shaking his head as he walks over to the bench.
I mean, it's a tough ask either way for Wales here, whether it counts or not.
If it counts, it's over. It's a 7-point England game. If not, it's a 4-point game, but there's only 5 seconds left. I mean, you've got to get a prayer to work. Let's see what they decide here. Still no signal. So Wales ball. I see nothing definitive. It looks like they have not. They have counted it. So 79 to 72. That dagger 3 does count, and that's going to do it here in this game. 5 seconds left to go. Wales looking to score whatever they can, make the final scoreline a little better. But England just the dominant victory. Bunyan for 3 to close things out. She will miss it, and that's how this ends. In Cardiff, Wales, England travel in, and they take 2 victories out of 2 over the Welsh sides. England women 79, Welsh women 72. What a game, guys. That was impressive.
Yeah, fantastic game of basketball.
Not much more you can say apart from that. You can see how much this means for England out on the bench. For them today, Kaz, who won this game for England?
Well, I think you've got to give absolute credit to Liv Forster. 28 points, 7 threes, 5 rebounds and 4 assists in just under 30 minutes of play. She was absolutely fantastic, but a real team effort. Again, we've seen Jane with 16 points, 9 rebounds, and Saruna Gudza, as we said, 2 points, 5 rebounds, but having a really impressive performance, knocking the ball away, getting those touches that just give you those extra seconds on the clock to put some defensive pressure on.
So James, obviously I know Wales walk out of this arena with a loss tonight, but we saw Izzy Bunyan put in a superhuman 40-minute performance all throughout the game. The future is bright for this Welsh squad, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have to think that Izzy and Karis, for example, they're still in the under-17s age group, right? So they've got another year of under-18s coming up. They're already playing significant minutes in the WBL and obviously leading in the D1 team. So, yeah, the sky's the limit for those two, really. And, there's other players in the squad as well that are in great clubs. There's a lot of potential with this group, and I think more importantly, they've kind of shown what's possible, right, for the younger groups coming through. I mean, it's been tough not to keep going about COVID, but it's tough to have the time out for all of these players for COVID to come back to a tournament like this. And Wales show that potential, beating Ireland and Scotland and running England this close. It could easily have gone either way today.
Yeah.
England shot well, made some big plays, but right there for the taking for Wales. So, looking forward, I think it's got to be positive.
Well, an impressive victory. Go ahead, Kaz.
I was just going to say, I've just got to highlight Leia Edwards' fantastic 9-point, 23 rebound performance,
wow.
11 offensive boards, absolutely huge. We said early on in the first, England weren't getting those rebounds, and Leia Edwards just came in, did that, and made such a difference, along with 16 points from Charlie Rowe.
Before we end our final stream for the final tournament game today, we're going to have an interview with Leia Edwards. Before we go, we'll give us a few seconds to get that set up, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
It was just like people were like, Leia. I was like, oh yeah.
Well, there you go. You blame that one on me. Well, welcome in, everybody, to our interview studio. They call you that back at home?
No, yeah, they all call me Miss America, and in the States they call me Miss England.
Really?
Yeah.
Double nickname, I like it.
Yeah.
Welcome into our interview studio, everybody. We've just seen a 79-72 English victory. I'm here with Leia Edwards. Leia, I hear you being called Miss America, Miss England. More importantly, you dominated this game today. 9 points, 23 rebounds. What does this mean to you?
Wow. I didn't realize that. I think it's a big thing. Just the confidence that instilled in me, just coming back home, playing, being happy, playing with my team. I think it's really important.
Well, I mean, we're about 10 feet away from where you sank that dagger three right there. Look, Wales were down by 4 with a few seconds left. It probably wasn't going to come back anyway. But then you knocked that down and killed all hope. What was that like?
No, it's good because I'm not used to shooting that far back. I haven't been hitting any threes, so I think just the confidence that the team put in me to make that, I think that's why I made it.
That confidence showed through today. I'm assuming you guys plenty confident going into the future from here.
Yes, we are. Very confident.
Leia, thanks for your time. Congratulations on a great tournament from you and your squad.
Thank you!
What a performance you've seen here today, everybody. You've seen how much this matters to everybody involved. 79-72, England take the win. England win every single game in this tournament between their men's and women's squads. Just an impressive result all around, totally unstoppable. For everybody here who's presented this to you today, thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the BBL for letting us use the BBL player for these games. For Cardiff Metropolitan University for hosting this. For everybody who's helped make this event happen. It's not often I get to say the Basketball Wales CEO is my floor manager. Everybody has helped us out so much. For everyone here, for our incredible camera women as well, Maria Reese, Jade Lynch, and for our incredible producer and director, Ralston Humble, I'm Atticus P. Thank you for joining us. England 79, Wales 72.